right, guys, we haven't looked at this in several weeks. I think we looked at this before we went to Hawaii, so that was a while ago. This problem says a 10-meter ladder, and if you notice, the ladder is marked as 10. Ladders are always your hypotenuse, is placed 5 meters from the bottom of the building. So that's here at the bottom. That's one of your legs. How far up the building will the ladder reach? Now, we've been working a lot with area and perimeter, but this is different. This is asking for the length of a side of a right triangle. So to find that, we're going to use the P theorem. We already have the hypotenuse. So we're going to put hypotenuse squared there. Then one of the legs is 5. So 5 squared plus, we don't know the other one, but they call it h. So let's call it h also, h squared. Now, you could go ahead and solve that by, taking or subtracting 5 squared on each side and then taking the square root, etc. But we taught you shortcuts before we left, and let me remind you of them. If you have a hypotenuse and a leg, the shortcut in your calculator is to take the square root of your hypotenuse squared minus the leg squared to get the other leg squared. Now, this is the one we're going to be using. But if you had had two legs and looking for the hypotenuse, you would have used this one. So let's go ahead and make sure we're using the right one. We're going to use that top one. We know our hypotenuse is 10, and we're going to square it. And we're going to subtract the leg, which is 5, and we're going to square it. And that tells us that our height is 8.7. So this height here, I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth, is 8.7.